10 violin facts you should know. Number 1. The violin is over 500 years old. The modern violin has been around for over 500 years, with its origins tracing back to 16th century Italy. The first known mention of the violin was in 1555 by Italian music theorist Girolamo dalla Casa in his book Il Gran Testo. Number 2. The violin's design is based on a horse. The design of the violin is said to be inspired by the shape of a horse's hoof. The curves and contours of the violin's body are said to resemble the shape of a horse's hoof. Number 3. Stradivari's violins are the most famous and valuable. Antonio Stradivari was an Italian luthier and craftsman who lived in the 17th and 18th centuries. His violins are considered the finest ever made, and many of them are still played today. Some Stradivari violins have sold for millions of dollars, making them the most valuable musical instruments in the world. Number 4. Violins are made from several different types of wood. The main components of a violin are its top, the soundboard, back, sides, neck, and scroll. The soundboard is usually made from spruce, while the back, sides, and neck are typically made from maple. The scroll, which is the decorative top of the neck, is usually carved from a separate piece of wood. Number 5. The violin is one of the hardest instruments to play. The violin is considered one of the most difficult instruments to play due to its small size, 4 strings, and the need for precise finger movements. It takes years of practice and dedication to become a proficient violin player. Number 6. The violin is versatile and can play many different styles of music. The violin is a versatile instrument that can be played in many different styles of music, including classical, folk, jazz, and bluegrass. It is also a popular instrument for composing soundtracks for movies and video games. Number 7. The strings are made of sheepgut, steel, or synthetic materials. The strings of a violin are made of sheepgut, steel, or synthetic materials. Sheepgut strings were traditionally used because of their tonal quality, but they are now less commonly used due to their tendency to break and their short lifespan. Steel and synthetic strings are now more popular due to their durability and ease of maintenance. Number 8. The violin has an important role in classical music. The violin is one of the most important instruments in classical music and is considered one of the 4 main string instruments in an orchestra. The violin is featured prominently in many famous classical compositions, including Beethoven's Ninth Symphony and Tchaikovsky's Violin Concerto. Number 9. There is a technique called vibrato used to add expression to the sound. Vibrato is a technique used by violin players to add expression to the sound of their instrument. It involves a slight variation in pitch and is created by rocking the left hand back and forth on the string while playing. Vibrato adds warmth and depth to the sound of the violin and is an important part of violin technique. Number 10. The violin has a rich cultural history. The violin has a rich cultural history, with different cultures adopting and adapting the instrument to fit their own styles and traditions. In Europe, the violin was used to play classical music in the court and chamber orchestras of the royal court. In America, the violin was a popular instrument in early country and bluegrass music and is still an important part of many traditional music styles today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Fact Check 101.